In my lifestyle, I normally have a lot of tech in my backpack, and those conventional small power banks don't cut it because I've got my laptop, camera, multiple smartphones, and other gadgets that all need powering, and it can be quite demanding. Since I got these Anker power banks, it's been an absolute game changer to my workflow. So I recently moved to Toronto, and I'm currently just kind of working from place to place, cafes, shared workspaces, and sometimes I don't always have the option of using an outlet. So it's super convenient throwing one of these in my bag. It doesn't take up too much space. It's about the size of a soda can, the smaller one. And the larger one is about the size of like an energy drink can. So relatively small, you could even fit it in your side pocket on your bag. Both of them meet the TSA regulation for batteries on a plane. This one actually just meets it. So it's 99 watt hours and 100 watt hours is the limit. So it just comes shy of the limit. But yeah, you can bring both of them on any flights. You can bring them while traveling and you'll have no issues. But these power banks have the capacity to charge your devices multiple times over at super high speeds. The two I have here are the 20,000 mAh version with an output of 200 watts. And then I also have a larger battery pack, which is pretty much the same form factor, but a little bit taller. This one has 27,650 mAh and it's capable of 250 watts output, which is pretty mind-blowing for a battery of this size. So shout out to Anker for sending these out to me. I really do appreciate it, and this video is sponsored. In terms of the build quality, both of them are made of this gray plastic. There's a grippy texture on the side, which makes it super easy to hold. But they also come with carry cases, so you can keep them nice and protected, because I feel like these would scratch fairly easily, especially this black plastic panel on the front here. But on the front of both battery packs at the top, you do have a display, and that's used to tell you all the information, all the stats that you'd want to know from these power banks. Personally, I feel like the 20,000 is more than enough. It can charge your phone like 3 or 4 times, and it's super compact, so it can fit inside your bag. You know, it doesn't take up too much space, whereas this larger version, it pretty much feels like you're carrying a brick around with you. So yes, you get the extra capacity. It's great if you want to charge something like an M2 Max MacBook Pro or the M3 Pro. If you want to charge a big 16-inch laptop, then yeah, this is your go-to. And you can actually charge a MacBook 13-inch like 4 or 5 times from this power bank, which is pretty mind-blowing. So yeah, they're both great, but I personally like the smaller one just because it's a little bit lighter in my bag, and I don't find myself needing to charge devices that many times. Normally it's just 1 or 2 times, which is totally covered by the 20,000 mAh version. At the top of both of these batteries is 2 USB-C ports and a USB Type-A port. So pretty much the same form factor all around, which I really like. It's basically like a Pro model and a Pro Max model. But on the side, you have a power button, which also acts as a toggle button for going through the menu. Inside the settings of these battery packs, you can choose the screen out time as well as the screen brightness. Something you have on the larger battery, which you don't have on the smaller, is Bluetooth. So you can actually pair this battery with your phone and view more stats inside of the app. And there's even like a calculation tool where you can work out how many times you can charge your device based off of the battery health using this power bank. So it is really convenient. It almost turns it into like a smart home accessory. And there's a bunch of features in there that you just don't have with the smaller version. So you can view extra information that's device specific, and you can even sync across the device profiles onto the battery. So it will like show your MacBook with the battery health and everything on the screen, which is super cool. Using the smaller battery pack, you're able to actually charge up a 13-inch MacBook Pro from 0% to 50% in just 40 minutes. And you can also charge 2 MacBooks at the same time. So each USB-C port achieves up to 100 watts individually, plus you have the USB Type-A port, which supports 65 watts. You can charge something like an iPhone 15 Pro Max 3 or 4 times from this battery pack, so more than enough from a battery of this size, and it's actually kind of mind-blowing, honestly. Like physically, I don't know how they were able to fit so much in this small form factor. On the larger battery pack, each USB-C port can output 140 watts individually, so you could charge up like an M2 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro from 0% to 60% in just 40 minutes. And again, you can dual charge, so you could charge 2 MacBooks at the same time from these ports. In terms of juicing up the power bank, it supports 170 watts of power input through either of those USB-C ports, and that means you can charge this from 0 to 100% in just 37 minutes. There is an additional accessory available, which is the Anker 100 watt charging base. You can buy it separately or as a package deal with either power bank. And at the bottom of the power banks, you will see there's these gold pins which align with the charging base. So there's magnets in the bottom of the battery packs, and you just simply go ahead and place it down on the base. It will automatically align and start charging. And the beauty is the charging base also acts as a hub. So there's two USB-C ports on the side as well as a USB Type A. So you can not only charge the battery pack, but also charge up your other devices from the one charging base. It's a great accessory for your bedside table or your desk setup, and it really doesn't take up a lot of space. Anker genuinely sells some of the best power banks that money can buy, and I've been so impressed with these battery packs. Like, I would recommend them to anyone out there looking for something really premium that provides super high wattage, super high capacity in a small form factor. Then this is your go-to. And there's also a nice addition of other features sprinkled in, like the smart features on the display, the app, as well as the charging dock. So yeah, this is definitely something you should check out if you want to invest in a power bank. This will have you covered for pretty much any scenario. If you do want to pick up one of these power banks, check the link down below. I'll put all the deals and promotions going on down there so you can get the best deal. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know all your opinions down below in the comment section. I am super curious. And if you haven't already, definitely do subscribe. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.